everyone, welcome back to my little corner of the internet, and happy Pride Month to all who celebrate, openly or secretly. Welcome. What better time than now to share some LGBTQIA plus movies that I personally really enjoy. So without further ado, here are some of my personal favorites in no particular order. Let's start with Pride. Pride is based on this true story of a group of gays and lesbians who decided to support a small Welsh mining town during the Great Miners' Strike in the UK. It is a movie that never, ever fails to make me happy and also cry like a crazy person. It's a go-to movie for when I want to see the good in the world, and it just warms my heart. It stars some very famous people such as Bill Nye, Imelda Staunton, Dominic West, Paddy Considine, and Andrew Scott, among many others. It has incredible music, it looks fantastic, and will rip your heart out, only to put it back together again. So it's highly recommended.
Die! Your gays have arrived!
The next movie on my list is Boy Meets Girl. Boy Meets Girl is a small indie film from 2014, which is the same year that Pride came out. Fun! It stars Michelle Henley as Ricky. She's a young trans woman in a small town living her life. She dreams of being a fashion designer, and in the meantime works at a coffee shop and hangs out with her childhood best friend, Robbie. He's played by Michael Welch. This starts getting dicey though when a young woman named Francesca comes into Ricky's life. This movie is so precious. It's the only word I can think of to describe it. In a way, it's similar to Call Me Chihiro, the movie I talked about a few weeks ago that no one watched my review of. I'm not bitter. It's fine. But anyway, it brings about a similar feeling of calmness and just observing people's lives. This one has a much clearer protagonist and arc than Call Me Chihiro, and like for all the characters involved. And it does have moments where it very much feels of its time, especially regarding like social media, but it's not jarring or weird. If you can find this movie, which is a bit trickier to find, please watch it. It is really beautiful and definitely worth your time.
I was fat. I had terrible acne.
And I was a boy, so that sucked.
Alright, let's check out some Japanese movies, shall we? So the next movie on my list is Close Knit. Close Knit was released in 2017 and stars Toma Ikuta, who is a cis man, but he does play a trans woman. Now, if this is something that you have an issue with, I would still recommend you to put that aside for the sake of watching this gorgeous little movie, but I can't force you to do anything, obviously. This movie tells the story of Tomo. She's a young girl whose mother basically abandons her, so she goes to live with her uncle and her uncle's transgender girlfriend, who is played by Ikuta. Together they knit a very specific object. They get to rebuild their lives together as a family unit. Again, this is a very gorgeous movie, and it's full of hope and love and acceptance. If you're interested to see basically a different culture's take about a trans issue, I would very much recommend seeing this movie. Even if you're not so curious about it, I would still recommend it because it's a really beautiful movie that is worth your time. All of these movies are worth your time. I should stop saying that. So just find it, watch it, enjoy it. Alright, next movie is a little more fun. Until now we've been pretty serious. Let's just have a good time and be silly for a little bit, and that movie is Osan's Love. So Osan's Love first aired in 2016 as a 1-hour special, which is what I'm personally talking about. But after that, it became so popular that it spawned 2 full seasons and a movie. So that it is one of the first boys' love J-dramas, and it tells the story of Shoichi, a young man who's basically very much unlucky in love and can't seem to find a girlfriend. He then finds out that his older boss is in love with him, but not only that, his male roommate also has a crush on him, so cue the hijinks. So this 1-hour special is actually really sweet. While you won't get extreme gay scenes, just be aware, or like anything remotely physical in general, it is a very sweet and funny movie, and it's very accepting and open considering this is Japan. No one seems particularly homophobic, and the gay characters are not treated as deviants or anything of the sort. Having said that, you do have two gay men both in love with a straight man, so yeah. Check it out if you want to watch something really cute and just go like, oh, which I really like doing. So moving on from Japan, let's move to Korea. And we're gonna go back to drama because I'm gonna talk about one of my personal favorite movies ever, The King and the Clown. Do you know what perfection looks like? Because it looks like this movie. The King and the Clown came out in 2005 and tells the story of two clowns during the Joseon dynasty who get arrested for making fun of the king. They are able to avoid execution by making the king laugh. But at the same time, one of them has caught the eye of the king. Drama ensues. This movie is stunning. I love historical Korean dramas as a general rule. They are so beautifully made. The clothes, the architecture, the cinematography, the score, everything is stunning. Add to that the incredible Lee Jung-ki plays the sought-after clown, and boom, perfection. Do you know how much I love this movie? I have the box set. And it's also stunning, by the way, just so you know, just for good measure. It is so pretty, so pretty. Ow, it's in my hair now. There we go. So yeah, it's not a cheerful movie by any means. You will cry, but it is stunning and perfect, so just please watch it. Thank you. Final movie. We're gonna finish on a cheery note. And this movie is Antique.
달콤한 남자들이 모인 케이크샵 앤틱.
Okay, so this movie is not about an LGBTQIA person, but it has a gay person in it. It is like a pretty important plotline, so I'm gonna count this movie as part of it. You can't tell me otherwise, it's my channel. But anyway, it's such a fun movie, so, you know, just make sure that you have cake around when you watch it, otherwise it will be pure torture. So Antique came out in 2008 and is based on a Japanese manga called Antique Bakery. It stars Joo Ji-hoon, who you may know from the super popular Netflix zombie K-drama Kingdom, as a man who opens a cake shop inside an antique shop type thing. He hires a famous pastry chef who happens to be a guy he rejected in high school, quite harshly. Said pastry chef is played by the absolutely gorgeous Kim Jae-wook and just does a beautiful job as the gay of demonic charm. Like I said, this movie isn't about a gay character, but it does showcase acceptance and how ignorance is very silly. There's a lot of scenes about accepting the pastry chef and his life, and a lot of the characters around him just end up falling in love with him, which is it's a good time. It's really fun to see. So this movie is also very pretty to look at, and the cakes are divine. The story itself is very cute and warms my heart. It has a very dark undertone, but overall is about friendship, and cake. It's another movie that I have the DVD for, so it makes me very, very happy and hungry. Actually, Japan had a J-drama based on the manga as well, but unfortunately, they just decided to erase the sexuality of the pastry chef and very clearly say, like, he's not gay, which was very unfortunate. So yes, please watch the Korean version for pride, at least.
놀랐어요. 당신이 딱 제 타입이라서.
So yes, these are the movies I would recommend you to check out for this Pride Month. What are some of your favorite movies to watch during this festive time? I would love to read your recommendations in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button and gently press the subscribe button to see more of my face. And I'll see you next time. Bye!